greatest danger in life is not failure, but staying in the same place. It's an illusion to expect things to change on their own by repeating the same actions. Time doesn't stop, and if you go through each day the same way, you'll lose a day. We often deceive ourselves with the belief that everything will work out perfectly and the ideal opportunity will come. But the truth is that life doesn't wait. Success is neither coincidence nor simply luck. It's the result of the small decisions you make every day. Surround yourself with winners or stay where you are. The choice is yours. The people around you impact your life more than you realize. If you live with excuses and comfort, you'll unconsciously adopt this mindset. But if you're with people who aim for growth, you won't have any choice but to move forward with them. Your surroundings are your reflection. That's why you need to choose carefully who you allow into your life. Focus on your own path, not others. Comparing yourself to others weakens you, distracts you, and takes you away from your true purpose. The key is not to be better than others. It's to be a stronger and more developed version of yourself than yesterday. Every step you take and every decision you postpone shapes who you'll become. But here's the main question. Are you waiting for life to push you forward? Or are you creating your own path? Will you take control or stay where you are? If you don't change your habits, mindset, and attitude, you'll be in the same place a year from now. You're defined not by what you say, but by what you do. This video is not just to motivate you, it's to remind you that the time to take action is now. Together, we will explore 10 Stoic principles that will transform the way you approach effort, discipline, and personal growth. Because at the end of the day, there's only one question. Will you wait for another day, or will you take your first step today? Never forget this. Your surroundings define your lifestyle. If you keep a fish in a small aquarium, it will only grow as much as the space allows. But if you release it into the open sea, its boundaries will expand. The same applies to you. No matter how big your potential is, if you are surrounded by people who limit you, thoughts that hold you back, and habits that keep you in the same place, that potential means nothing. Success is not just about talent or effort. Your environment plays a crucial role too. Place an ambitious person among average, unmotivated people, and eventually their fire will die out. But surround an ordinary person with winners. Their mindset will change. As Marcus Aurelius said, the soul is dyed with the color of its thoughts. But these thoughts aren't just the ones that pass through your mind. They are shaped by what you consume, the conversations you're in, and the environments you choose. Who do you surround yourself with? Who do you spend most of your time with? With people who encourage you to grow, challenge you to push through difficulties and force you to evolve? Or with people who constantly complain, criticize, and search for excuses not to move forward? Seneca warned that if a strong person surrounds themselves with people who have weak habits, they will eventually adopt those habits. Mediocrity is contagious, but greatness is contagious too. If your surroundings don't talk about progress, discipline, and growth, you're in the wrong environment. They will pull you back too. Before you say, "I have no choice," stop, because you always have a choice. Changing your surroundings doesn't mean leaving everyone behind. It means creating a strategy. Focus on what truly matters. People don't expect this from you. They just change to adapt to the world. Don't cling to friendships born from habit. Don't fill yourself with information that leads you to fear. And most importantly, don't allow such environments to become the norm in your life. Try this experiment. Reduce the time you spend with negative people. Stay away from empty conversations. Focus on learning and taking action, and feel the difference. How much longer will you wait? Many people live in this waiting mode. They believe they need more preparation, more certainty, and more guarantees before taking the first step. But Stoics clearly say this: the only guarantee you have is the present moment. Marcus Aurelius put it simply and precisely. What does it mean to be a good person? Don't waste time discussing it. Just be one. Don't wait for motivation. Take action. We've been taught to think, find motivation first, then take action. But the truth is the exact opposite. Motivation is the result of action, not the cause. It's like fire. It doesn't come from nothing. It needs friction and movement to burn. Don't wait for inspiration. Start, and motivation will follow. Think, how much time have you wasted? Think of the moments you postponed due to fear, doubt, and insecurity. How many opportunities have you missed? How many times did you tell yourself, I'll start tomorrow? And today, you're still here with the same plans, the same goals, and the same unfulfilled dreams. Seneca said, while you are waiting, life goes on. The difference between winners and ordinary people is action. Don't think success is about talent, luck, or intelligence. Success is about doing what others are too afraid to do. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. It doesn't exist. The only guarantee you have is this moment. The question is simple. What will you do with it? If you want to get your body in shape, start today. If you want to learn something new, take 10 minutes now. If you want to change your life, make a decision now. Small steps create big changes. But if you keep waiting, nothing will change. Stoicism is not a philosophy of thinking. It's a philosophy of action. The issue is not thinking too much. It's about doing what's right. It's not about waiting for opportunities. It's about creating them and taking risks. Instead of asking yourself, what will happen? Zrenya, take action and get to know yourself. Stop waiting. Stop just dreaming. Open the door and take the first step. Because if you wait for everything to be perfect, your life will stay the same. Surround yourself with winners, or you'll get stuck in stagnation. If your environment is full of disappointed, aimless, and unprogressive people, they will pull you down too. A weak mindset is contagious. What holds you back is your comfort zone. Many people prefer to stay in comfortable circles, lifelong friendships, toxic family members, people who can't see the future. Why? Because it's easier to fit in than to stand out. Continuing the same empty conversations is more comfortable than seeking better. But ask yourself, how many opportunities have you missed just because the people around you are aimless? How many times have you felt you could do more, but your environment pulled you back? What you feed your mind with is what you become. Stoics valued their time and their friends carefully. You can't fill your mind with useless things and expect extraordinary results. If you spend your time with people who constantly complain, criticize, and see only problems without solutions, you'll start thinking like them. No matter how strong you think you are, negativity is a poison that slowly seeps into you. Now ask yourself, are you surrounded by winners or people who spend their lives justifying their failures? If no one around you talks about growth, discipline, and goals, this is not a circle of friends. It's a trap. Look at the 5 people closest to you. Do they encourage your growth, or do they fill you with excuses? If these people aren't contributing to your growth, you're wasting your time. The Stoics said that strength lies in what we can control. You can't change your surroundings, but you can choose who you spend your time with. The most important question, are you staying in the same circle for comfort or because you're afraid of being alone? If fear is the reason, understand this. Being alone for a while is far better than surrounding yourself with the wrong people. If you can't find a circle of winners, find people who think big. Connect with those who want more in life. Don't wait for your surroundings to change. Change them yourself. If you keep surrounding yourself with poor-minded people, no matter how smart, strong, or disciplined you are, eventually you'll become like them. The choice is yours. Stay in stagnation or move towards growth. If you're waiting for the perfect moment, you've already lost. If you're still making plans, waiting for everything to fall into place, you're still losing. Perfection is the biggest lie sold to you. It's not about making everything perfect. It's about just doing it. Never forget this. People fail not because of a lack of talent, but because of inaction. They say to themselves, I'll do it when I have more time. I'll start when I'm ready. I'll act when I have complete knowledge. But life doesn't wait. What you don't do today will be a burden for you tomorrow. Everything you postpone will turn into a bigger obstacle over time. The Stoics spoke of discipline, not perfection. Perfection is not doing one thing perfectly once. It's about making mistakes, doing it over and over again, and finally getting it right. The main problem, failing to accept the discomfort of the beginning. Many people prefer not to start at all, rather than appearing incompetent. They choose the illusion of perfection over the reality of progress. But let me tell you something. No matter how weak you are at the beginning, what matters is continuing. If you want to learn something new, start today. If you want to get your body in shape, move, even with the simplest exercises. If you want to change your life, take the first step, no matter how small it is. The world is full of people who say, "I'll do it one day," but few actually take action. Which side do you want to be on? With the winners or the ones standing still? Those who move forward aren't necessarily the smartest or the strongest. The ones who move forward are those who keep going when others give up. The Stoics taught that control is in our hands. You can't predict the future, but taking a step every day is 1,000 times better than a big goal that never happens. Challenges are the excuses of the weak. They're lies created by those afraid to leave their comfort zone. Don't let your days pass by with just daydreaming. If you truly want to change, take action. Don't try to be perfect, just do it. And repeat until you can't even imagine living a life of inaction. In the end, what will define you won't be your plans, excuses, or intentions, but the things you dared to do every day. Your biggest enemy looks at you every day in the mirror. What's stopping you isn't others, bad luck, or the world. The only obstacle is you. Your mind sabotages you with excuses. You can't do this. You're not good enough. This is too hard. And you believe these lies. Every fear, every doubt, every limitation gains power because you let it. But the truth is, your enemy isn't outside. It's within you. The Stoics taught that a person's greatest struggle is not with the external world, but with their own mind. Life isn't about defeating others. It's about overcoming your own limitations. Take control, or you'll stay stuck in the same place forever. Until you learn to control yourself, you'll keep making the same mistakes. Until you learn to control yourself, you'll keep procrastinating. Until you learn to control yourself, you'll keep deceiving yourself with excuses. I'll start tomorrow. It's not the right time. How many times have you limited yourself like this? How many opportunities have you missed just because you thought, "I'm not ready"? The Stoics said you can't control what the world throws at you, but you can control how you respond to it. Every day you have two choices. 1. Keep believing the same lies that hold you back. 2. Start doing something different. If you keep telling yourself, "I can't do it," you'll never do it. If you keep failing at small things, how can you expect to succeed at big things? It's easy to blame others, the world, or circumstances. What's hard is looking in the mirror and accepting that you're the one responsible for everything. But that's also freedom, because if the problem is you, the solution is also you. Dreaming is good, but it's not enough. Everyone dreams. Everyone wants more. But the ones who turn their dreams into reality are the ones who act. You can have the best plan in the world, the strongest ideas, the clearest vision. But if you don't act, all of these are worthless. The Stoics didn't believe in waiting. Instead of dreaming, they took action. In a disciplined mind, there's no room for fantasy. If you want something, act now. If you want to move forward, start today. Not Monday, not next month. Without waiting for the ideal time, start now. Ancient philosophers said that dreaming is useless unless you turn it into reality. The world forgets people with great ideas, but who do nothing. The world remembers those who take risks, act, and move forward while others are still thinking. Which one will you choose? Will you just keep dreaming, or will you take action? Nothing will change until you take control. If you keep waiting for things to fix themselves, be prepared for great disappointment, because nothing will change unless you change. Nothing will get better unless you take control. The reason isn't luck. The reason isn't fate. The reason isn't the universe. It's you. Many people spend their lives complaining, "My circumstances are tough. The world is unfair. Life owes me something." But the reality is, life owes you nothing. No one is coming to save you. The perfect moment will never come. If you keep waiting, you'll just waste your time. The Stoics didn't believe in luck and excuses. They believed in action. They believed in taking responsibility for controlling what they could. Because success doesn't come by chance. Success belongs to those who stop complaining and decide to take action. The key to personal power is being able to control yourself. It's not about controlling everything, it's about controlling yourself. You must stop relying on the outside world. You must have a strong mindset that nothing can stop you. Don't expect change without action. The problem is, many people expect their lives to change without changing anything. They want success without sacrifice. They want results without effort. They want a better life without leaving their comfort zone. But life doesn't work that way. If you keep waiting, acting as if the future is guaranteed, you can expect to wake up in the same place 5 years from now. Because the things you allow today will become your reality tomorrow. Therefore, stop making excuses. Take action. Don't wait anymore. No excuse is valid. There's no reason to procrastinate. Whatever you want, go and get it. Make real decisions. Face your fears. Take action. If you don't take control, someone else will, and it won't be pleasant for you. What you do is important, not what you say. Words mean nothing if they don't translate into action. It doesn't matter how much you talk about your goals and dreams. If you don't take action, they're just empty words. The world is full of people who talk about what they will do, but never do anything. People who talk about their potential, but never realize it. The Stoics didn't believe in empty promises. They believed in action. The true Stoic doesn't talk about what they will do. They simply do it, because they know that character can only be shown through action. If the time you spend talking about your plans is greater than the time you spend executing them, something is wrong. If every year you say, "This time I will change," but nothing changes, the problem isn't opportunity, it's your commitment. How many times have you said, "I'll start on Monday"? How many times have you said, "I'll exercise more"? How many times have you said, "I'll read more"? How many times have you said, "I'll work more, I'll improve"? And how many times have you betrayed yourself? See, here's the key difference. The difference between those who succeed and those who just dream: the former don't waste time talking, they simply do. The latter think they can achieve their goals just by talking. This is the illusion of intention, but the reality is different. No one gets strong just by saying they want to exercise. No one gets successful just by dreaming. No one changes their life just by holding a list of goals. The difference is in consistent action. The Stoics said that self-control is the foundation of a well-lived life. It's not about waiting for the perfect moment or needing motivation. It's about knowing what to do and doing it. Whether you like it or not, your current life is the result of what you've done so far. You are the product of what you've done, not what you've said. If you're dissatisfied with your current situation, the only way to change it is to take action today, not tomorrow, not next week, now. If you feel disappointed right now, if the gap between what you want and reality hurts, take action. Make real decisions. Give up the things holding you back. Start silently working and let your results speak for you. Words are not valuable. Actions are what matter. Because at the end of the day, it's not words that count, it's actions. The world will remember you not for what you said you'd do, but for what you actually did. That's why don't talk too much. Start taking action. Don't live to please others. If you spend your life trying to please everyone, you'll eventually lose yourself. No matter how much you try to fit in, there will always be someone who disagrees with you, criticizes your decisions, and thinks you could do something differently. If you get caught up in this, you'll never truly do something meaningful. The reality is tough, but it's here. People will never fully agree with you. If you're too ambitious, they'll call you arrogant. If you're quiet, they'll think you're weak. If you try to improve yourself, they'll say you're obsessed. If you decide not to change, they'll tell you you're fine just the way you are. Do you see the problem? No matter what you do, there will always be someone talking about you. So why do you keep trying to please them? Don't live according to others' opinions. Why do you adjust your dreams and behavior according to what others think? Why do you delay your growth just to prevent someone from being upset? Look at those who have done great things. None of them lived to fit in. None of them asked for permission to explain who they were. None of them waited for others' approval. because they understood one simple truth. The only approval that matters is the approval that comes from within. Choose growth, build your best life. The problem is that many people prioritize the comfort of fitting in over the discomfort of growth. Because growth means saying no to things that don't benefit you, moving away from what holds you back, making decisions that might upset others. And that can be really scary. But here's the key question. If you stopped worrying about what others think, what would you do differently? What decisions would you make? If you never let the fear of judgment hold you back, where would you be now? The difference between those who move forward and those who stay behind is simple. The ones who move forward learn to ignore the external noise. They don't need the world's applause. They keep moving forward. They don't seek approval. They just want to be good. They want to be better. Never worry about others' opinions. Live your life. If you're waiting for people to understand your decisions, you'll never do something significant. If you still want everyone to agree with you, you'll be stuck where you are. It's time to change that. It's time to stop letting others' approval hold back your growth. It's time to stop making every decision to ensure others are comfortable. You don't need to explain your plans to anyone. You shouldn't need permission to grow. You don't need others' approval to live your life and face your struggles. So let go of that burden, stop trying to please others, and start growing. Because at the end of the day, the only person who will live with the results of your decisions is you. If you keep living for others, one day you'll wake up and realize you never lived for yourself. Look at your own path, not others' paths. Don't compare yourself to others. Find your own way. If you're constantly looking at others to move forward, you'll always see someone with more. More money, more success, more recognition, more chances. By comparing yourself to others' successes, you'll never feel like you have enough, because no one will tell you the amount of hard work they left behind, the sleepless nights, the failures, or the moments of doubt. If you compare yourself to the right versions of others' lives, you'll stop looking inward, get fixated on what others have, and forget what you truly want. If you're doing something to prove it to others, what happens when your decisions are based on what others think? You get tired, frustrated, and lose in an endless race, because someone else's path won't be your path. It doesn't matter who started earlier or who's further ahead. What matters is to keep going. Don't waste time watching others. Focus all your energy on building your own path. Because the truth that very few people understand is this: true success isn't about defeating others. It's about overcoming yourself. It's about being better than you were yesterday, taking one step forward each day. Look at your life, see what you're capable of. Comparing with others isn't important. What matters is comparing yourself with who you were and seeing if you're moving forward. You don't need to follow in others' footsteps to get far. Create your own path, your own rhythm, your own style, because in the end, the real race is the race with yourself. Thank you for watching until the end. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and share your thoughts in the comments. See you again soon.